Hi, I'm Caitlin Rulene, social producer at Search Engine Journal, and this is SEJ News Live. I'm here every Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time to give you highlights from the digital marketing news of the week. All of the articles covered during today's episode will be shared in the comments section by Danielle during and after the broadcast. So what is the most important aspect of SEO? We posed this question to our readers on social media this week with the options of best practices, link building, new content, and other. It was a close three-way race this week with 36% voting for new content, 32% for link building, and 28% for best practices. Looking over these results, I was actually pretty surprised it was such a close poll. I was speaking about this with some of the SEJ team, and the majority of us probably would have chosen best practices. I think that encompasses a general guide for everything when it comes to SEO, but I could see link building being a really highly prioritized one too. I was pretty surprised that new content was the most popular of these responses. So what do you guys think? What is the most important aspect of SEO to you? Comment now and let us know. And now for your digital marketing news of the week. Last week, Google announced that we'll be rolling out a penalty in mobile search targeted at web pages featuring full-page interstitials, or intrusive pop-up ads. There was some concern about whether or not it would affect certain types of AdSense ads. There are two types of page-level ads, anchor or overlay ads and vignette ads. While anchor or overlay ads appear immediately upon arrival, they do not cover the entire screen. Vignette ads do cover the entire screen, but only appear upon departure of the page. Pages utilizing either type of ad should, in theory, be clear once the new penalty starts rolling out. If you haven't yet had a chance to preview the redesigned version of Google+, Google will be issuing automatic upgrades over the next few days. In addition to the redesign, some brand new features will be introduced along with it. More organizations can now take advantage of collections and communities on Google+. There's also now a feature called Approved Posting, where community owners and moderators can have control over who is able to post what. Communities have really been taking off as of late. They were launched in November, and since then there have been about 1.6 million daily community joins. So Google Plus is still being used a lot, despite the fact that it's no longer mandatory for everyone to have. Google has now made it possible to search within apps on Android phones. Currently, the new in-app search mode feature is fairly limited in what it's able to search for. You can search for contacts and messages in Gmail, find a favorite song in Spotify, and look up a video on YouTube. But in the coming months, integration with Facebook Messenger, LinkedIn, Evernote, Glide, Todoist, and Google Keeps apps will also be added. Since in-app search is performed entirely on one's phone, it's said to work even without Wi-Fi or cellular connection. Publishers can now opt in to having their content featured in Google's new Search Live Coverage Carousel project. Participating in the project will allow publishers to expedite the process of having their content surfaced by Google. The Live Coverage Carousel will feature content such as live blogs, full-length articles, videos, and more. Only content published using Accelerated Mobile Pages, or AMP, will be considered for inclusion in the carousel. Content publishing using AMP must also include structured data markup, which helps Google understand the context around a piece of content. This will allow Google to display an accurate preview in the carousel. Sending content to Google's live coverage carousel additionally requires the use of an HTTP post request in an XML feed. This will allow Google to index the content as soon as it hits the web. Google has recommended Atom XML feeds for optimal crawling since October of 2014. Google has made it possible to add Sitelinks ads at the account level now. If you're not currently utilizing Sitelinks at campaign or ad group level, then any future Sitelinks added will be automatically created at the account level. When Sitelink extensions are served on a computer or tablet, between 2 to 6 links can be displayed. When they're served on a mobile device, up to 4 links will be displayed. Ads both at the top and bottom of Google search results can display Sitelink extensions. Sitelinks are free to add regardless of how many you create, and you only pay when people click on them. The cost per click of a sitelink is about the same as the cost of clicking the cost of clicking a display URL in the same ad. However, you'll never get charged for more than 2 clicks per ad impression. This is in the process of currently being rolled out, meaning not all advertisers will have access at the moment, but soon they will. And as of August 31st, YouTube has been notifying content creators via email when videos have been identified as non-user-friendly, or non-advertiser-friendly, The policy has been in place for some time, but the big difference now is that YouTube is being more transparent when taking actions against these videos that violate the policy. Rather than giving a warning, YouTube is stripping ads and notifying publishers only after taking action. Included in these emails being sent out are also instructions for how to begin an appeal process. LinkedIn is opening ProFinder, a service that connects companies to freelancers to everybody in the United States. Whether you work for a company that needs freelancing help or you're a professional freelancer in need of work, LinkedIn ProFinder promises to find you potential matches after you answer a few quick questions. The service launched in October. Since then, more than 50,000 freelancers have signed up in 140 service areas, according to LinkedIn. So have you tried ProFinder yet? What did you think? Let us know in the comments now. Behavioral targeting is soon coming to Snapchat. That means advertisers will be able to target users based on their Snapchat activity. Snapchat's advertising targeting options are pretty basic right now when compared to more established social networks such as Facebook and Twitter. Currently, Snapchat advertisers can only target their ads based on age, gender, location, device or operating system, mobile carrier, and events. Snapchat has been making a big push to take in more advertising revenue so it can reach its goal of up to $1 billion in revenue by the end of 2017. The new option is on track to roll out before the end of Q3. Pinterest is introducing engagement retargeting to let you target the users who have engaged with your pins. The company has announced 3 big changes to advertising. People who know and like your brand are more likely to buy from you. That's why remarketing is so powerful. Taking that same idea, Pinterest has now introduced engagement retargeting. This will let you target people who have engaged with your pins through likes or through shares or saves. The second change is a new target ad that will provide you with conversion reporting on 9 types of activities that users take. For example, if someone adds an item to a cart but then leaves before purchasing, you can retarget them on Pinterest to try and convince them to buy that item from you. Or you could target someone who's bought from you in the past with related items. The third change happened because, as Pinterest puts it, the audiences you target on Pinterest don't just look similar, they act similar too. Pinterest's new act-alike audiences are a way for advertisers to reach specific types of audiences. When Pinterest launched look-alike audiences in June, the company reported that CTR increased by as much as 63% and boosted reach as much by 30 times. Facebook has removed descriptions from trending topics. The announcement comes months after being criticized for having an anti-conservative bias in their trending topics. Since Facebook Trending launched in 2014, you would see a topic followed by a description that was written by a human. Heading forward, you'll see a list of trending topics that have been identified by Facebook's algorithm, but then you'll also see how many people are talking about that topic. Hovering over a topic will show you a headline, an excerpt, a source, and other pages with popular posts on the topic. All of these results are generated algorithmically, with Facebook giving higher preference to topics that receive a high volume of mentions. You'll also continue to see topics that are personalized for you, based on factors of pages you've liked, where you live, and trending topics that you've clicked on in the past. How quickly your mobile site takes to load will soon impact whether people will see your Facebook ads. Could that mean advertisers will pay more if they have slow loading websites? That's not clear yet, but it will be worth watching over the coming months to see if advertisers with slow load times have to pay higher costs than advertisers with speedy sites. To help advertisers provide faster experiences, Facebook is introducing prefetching. This means Facebook will download mobile content, both organic and advertising, in advance. Prefetching will help advertisers do 2 things. 1, reduce mobile load time, and 2, reduce the number of people who abandon your site before it fully loads. The big goal here is increasing ad performance and engagement. If you have an ad that takes users to a slow-loading site, that ad will most likely underperform in terms of engagement, which means you'll end up paying more. So, what types of things would you like to see in the future of SEJ News Live? We'd love to hear your suggestions in the comments. Tune in every Friday on Facebook at 3 p.m. Eastern for our look at the digital marketing news of the week. Or you can make it even easier by subscribing to our live notifications. As soon as this broadcast ends, click the live notification button, and that'll let you know the next time we start a live broadcast. And that's all we have for today. Thanks for joining me. Have a great weekend.